So this is the lobby of the new Wyndham Garden Hotel in Anaheim. It used to be the Ramada. It was recently remodeled. So it's not a big lobby, but it's there. The pool area is unfortunately closed right now, so I can't show you guys that, but I will show you guys the room here in a moment. Okay, so we are at the, like I said, the Wyndham Garden. We are in room 404, so on the 4th floor, almost the far corner, and this is our room. I love the wood. I wish it went actually throughout the whole thing, but this was just recently remodeled, so it's really nice. This is our bathroom. Hello. And has a nice sink area, really cute with this little, you know, like above counter sink, nice backlit mirror, hair dryer, some nice humankind toiletries, grapefruit, cucumber, melon, shampoos, body washes, conditioners, body, souffle. All right, so it's got some really cool, nice little things. I like that. And then here is the shower. It does not have a bathtub, which is fine. We don't need one, but really nice. And then we have, I love the sliding door with the big mirror. That's always nice for a second person getting ready. The lights aren't on in here. There we go. So they could use it. And then a really nice large closet with a safe, an iron. This goes back a ways, so you can stick a bunch of stuff in there. I don't see a luggage rack, but that's okay. Got the Keurig coffee maker, which is sweet. A nice microwave, and this I'm super excited about because I don't know about you guys, but we have a lot of leftovers and food, and they don't serve any kind of breakfast here. So I think we're gonna go across the way and see if we can get some, you know, microwave breakfast sandwiches or something like that that we could heat up in the morning. I brought bagels and a bunch of other food, but this is great because it has a little freezer spot on top. So I'll freeze our water bottles for the next day in the cooler, and lots of space for, you know, making food. And then with the microwave, we should be able to save a lot of money. So happy about that. And then we come into the room. Again, lots of space. If you have a stroller, look at this great spot to park it. We just stuck ours over there for now. And then you've got 2 beds, these beautiful beds, and then this really pretty like tree mural. And then after your beds, let's see over here, do we have, yay, they do. They have the charge station for the USB cords, which I always love that. Look at, they have a docking station for iPhone, which is awesome too. So that's really cool. And then another charge spot here and a couple plugs. Here's the on and off switch. That's, oh, it's so tiny. So really nice. It looks like, oh no, it's just the legs. I thought there was a chair under there. And then you've got a nice flat screen TV and some nice really big drawers. So liking that. And then you have this huge space over here where you have a desk, a big mirror, another one great for getting ready. A really funky light. That is really cool looking. A couple more charging ports. I don't know what this is. Does it do something? Oh, there's even more charging ports. How cool is that? So you guys saw my packing video. You know I always pack a huge charging station. It doesn't look like I would even need one at this hotel. There's enough for everyone. And then we have a couch and a little like foot area. I believe this is a sleeper couch if I'm not mistaken. That's should be a sleeper couch. Let's see. Yes, it is. So all of us get to have our own bed, which is awesome. And then that is the pool and spa area. It is actually closed right now. So we have access to the neighbor pool because they're both owned by Wyndham. So the Hotel Indigo. So this is great. Now let's look out the window here, and I'm going to point out, let's see if I can do this. Where am I on my phone? Here we go. So that right there, that little next to that point, to the left of the point, that is the Guardians of the Galaxy. So we should be able to see the fireworks should be blazing right here. So if we have some good shots, I will show you that tonight. And then if they have them tonight, I don't know if they do. Pretty sure they do. It's Sunday night. But yeah, we're really close, guys. Like literally, this is the last hotel. Then there's a storefront that has the subway and all of that stuff. If you've watched my other videos, you've seen my videos showing the hotel, the Hyatt next door, and it's literally across the street, not next door, it's across the street. So I'm really impressed with the room, you guys. I wasn't impressed with the front desk staff in the sense that they weren't overly friendly, but, you know, the room is really making up for it, which that says a lot. So, and this is just about, you know, housekeeping, if you need sheets change and all of that. So that is it, guys. That is our hotel room. Sorry, it's already disasterized. And do you like all the stuff we bring up? Whew, we load it down. When you're here for a week, that's what happens. So that's our room tour. And yeah, I will let you guys know if any opinions or things change or any incidents happen while we're here for the week. But so far, this looks like a great spot. Lots of space. Lots of space. I'm super excited. And so we got a rate of $130 a night. No parking, no extra parking fee, which was awesome. And I think that on Friday night was $137. So to be this close to Disneyland and get that kind of rate in this size of room where we are going to have 3 beds, so we each have our bed. Well, my husband and I, and then the kids each have their bed. I think is a great, great, great deal. So, that was through booking.com. I'll put a link below if you guys are interested in using that link. You also will get $20 off your stay. And then that way, you know, saves even a little bit more. But like I said, super impressed. There was no frills in the lobby. I showed you that lobby. Like I said, staff wasn't amazing, but this room is making up for it in the size. And like I said, you know, newly remodeled, it looks great. So I do see mild dirt here and there. I think they could do a little better job with housekeeping, but otherwise I think it's pretty good. It definitely has an older hotel smell, but you guys know, if you've seen my videos before, I always come in and clean and sanitize our room anyways with our, you know, homemade essential oil hotel room spray. So I will be doing that and cleaning out the room and getting the diffuser going right away anyways, so that won't be an issue. But like I said, super impressed so far. So I hope you guys like it as much as we do if you guys come out. All right, we'll see you later. Have a beautiful, blessed day. Bye. So that was the tour of the Wyndham Garden in Anaheim, and I am now home. We're now home, and I just wanted to go over a couple of little things that, you know, after recording it, just things that I wanted to share with you, experiences and everything, to give you guys a full review of what, you know, our experience was like and if I would recommend it. So I definitely would recommend it for a couple big reasons. One being, it is close to the park. It is walking distance. It's a little bit of a walk, but not bad at all. It's on the corner of Katella and Harbor, which is a really, you know, busy intersection as far as like there's a lot going on. You have Walgreens, you have CVS, you have Subways, you have a pizza place, you have lots of food options. So it is nice in that sense. If you're walking from from Disneyland Park, it's a good direction to go. Like, we've stayed at the Howard Johnson before, and when you do that, you don't really pass anything for food. There's not much options for food, and there's no options like Walgreens or CVS or anything. So in that sense, we enjoy kind of having hotels that are down that way. We really don't go past Katella, like when we stay at hotels. We have in the past, and if you've looked at my reviews, we have done it before, and we avoid that now because it just makes the walk so much longer. So really the corner of Harbor and Katella is kind of our cutoff. And being this was just like one hotel in, maybe 2 hotels down, would probably be about as far as I would go down Katella either direction. So we enjoyed it. The walk wasn't that bad. You could still see Disneyland. I showed you guys in there the video of the fireworks. We could see those from our room. So that was really nice. Another major plus to this hotel was the size of the room. Now, this was not necessarily a standard room. This was maybe like a step up. So it had 2 queen beds and that sofa sleeper. So keep that in mind if you are making reservations there, that is not necessarily a standard room. You do need to request the 2 queen beds with the sleeper sofa. But as far as like the convenience, that was absolutely incredible. We didn't have to bring a blow-up mattress. We didn't have to worry about anything else. There was lots of room for us to kind of move around, stretch our legs, to park our stroller, to have all of our luggage. The bathroom counter was a little bit small, but it did have a shelf underneath. But, you know, having stuff out on the counter was a little bit harder. We have a hanging caddy, so that does help. The shower was wonderful. Water pressure was great. Always adequate hot water. So all of those things were a major plus. The refrigerator being a larger size was really convenient. We could put a lot more in there. It wasn't one of those little micro ones. It did have a freezer section, so we could freeze our water bottles. So there was those kind of pluses that we really, really liked. The staff, when we first checked in, was not the most friendly. So there were a couple staff people that I wouldn't say they were rude by any means. They just weren't as friendly as most people. And I think when you're comparing it to the experience you're having at Disneyland, where most of the cast members are so friendly, so when you come to your hotel, you're kind of still in that like customer service expectation, you know, bubble, that sometimes it can be a little bit hard. But I think most nights and most of the times when we entered and exited the hotel, they were super friendly. Hi, how are you? How was your day when we came back? So in that sense, it was really enjoyable, and they were courteous. So we enjoyed that. Another thing was the hotel is not huge. So like when we stayed at the Hyatt across the street, it was like, you know, you go up the elevator and you walk a pretty good distance from the elevator, and the Hilton was even worse, to where your room was. I mean, that could be a 5-minute walk, just that, because the hotel was so large, and it was like, you know, depending where you were from the elevator, it could take a while. In this case, the hotel is fairly small. It's not a huge hotel, so you're not having to walk crazy long distances. From the lobby to the elevator was super short, and then from the elevator to our room was super short. So from the time we entered the lobby and got to our room was maybe 2 minutes, 3 minutes if we had to wait for the elevator. So that was really nice, was the fact that it was a smaller hotel. Getting to our room was quick. It wasn't a long, you know, haul. It's like sometimes it's like, yeah, it's 5 minutes from the front door to here. Well, it takes you another 5 minutes or 10 minutes to get to your room sometimes, like at the Hilton. It was a long walk. So that was another great thing. Like I said, we didn't get to do the pool. We got to see the pool. It's a small pool, nothing fancy, very simple, very plain. Depending on the time of year, that could be a pro or con. We didn't even have a chance to use the pool. We didn't have any extra time on this trip, so it wasn't a big deal. The restaurant was just opening up downstairs, and it was an Indian restaurant. So we didn't eat there. So if you're not a fan of Indian food, it's not going to be necessarily convenience. They are still under remodel. So that was something that like we didn't get to experience the whole thing because they were still working on remodeling it. And that being said, I asked them for a date and they didn't have a date when it was going to be finished. So we're kind of, you know, I would like to go back when it's all finished and really experience it again. But it definitely, I think once they have like the little place downstairs, it looked like they were going to have some like coffee and stuff like that, which would be nice in the morning just to grab a cup of Seattle's Best or some kind of coffee as you're heading out. It looked like a little bar area. They might have like little small appetizers. I wasn't really sure. So those kind of things would be nice. And then, like I said, it did have that Indian food restaurant, which I'm not a really big fan of Indian food. So it probably wouldn't have been someplace we would have eaten. And we love the Mediterranean food around the corner. So if we weren't doing Subway or pizza, Blaze Pizza across the street is amazing. So we actually got that every night. You know, then we would do that. So that's kind of my overall thoughts and opinions on the hotel. Would we stay there again? Yes, we would. Like I said, probably my biggest complaint was it wasn't as clean as it could be, but I did see they put a sign out when we were there that said they were hiring housekeepers. So that might have been part of the problem. They might have been short-staffed on that. And there's probably a transition from the chain it was before to the Wyndham. You know, they might have a little transition period where the housekeepers that maybe cleaned on the previous hotel name weren't as worried about the cleanliness, whereas I think the Wyndham in general is pretty good about having cleanliness. So I think that's something that will, you know, keep going. And again, it was way cleaner than the Hilton in that sense, way cleaner. So that was a plus. But that would probably be my biggest negative, was that. Obviously there were little things here and there because it is under remodel right now, you know, that was a deal. It was quiet. It wasn't noisy. If you're worried about being there doing remodel, it was very quiet. It didn't affect us at all. And then obviously if it's after remodel, because I'm making this video at the time of this video, it is May of 2018. And they're trying to get it done before summer. So if it's anytime after that, you know, I think you'll be totally safe. And the little things that we saw that, you know, were being worked on or repaired will all be fixed. So that's why I said we're going to be excited to go back and see it again. Free parking was another major plus. You did not pay extra to park, which was awesome. Spaces were small like always, but they were doable even with our large vehicle. So that was a great thing. And when we had my cousin came to visit, I asked if she could park there because she was only going to come and be at the park for maybe 4 or 5 hours. And they let her park there too, which was really, really awesome and courteous and nice. So that was a nice thing, you know, that she could do that instead of having to go pay for Disney parking for a couple hours just to hang out. So all being said, it was a great experience. We'll definitely stay there again. The money we saved by literally staying there versus the Hyatt house across the street was totally worth it. You know, just the $20 a day, well, $19 a day at Hyatt house for parking. That alone was more than what we paid, you know, for breakfast at Subway every morning. So, you know, the fact that we didn't have to pay parking and then the rates were cheaper, which they might go up after construction's done, it was a win-win. It was definitely a win-win. And the large rooms were just great. So all of that being said, we will definitely stay there again. I want to try some of the other hotels in the area. So I don't know where we will be next. We're going to our thought is to kind of switch back and forth between Disneyland and Disney World and maybe hit one every other year. Our kids are kind of getting to the age where we probably aren't going to be doing as many Disney trips. But I'm a Disney fan at heart, born Disney, raised Disney, we will definitely be experiencing some kind of Disney trip every year. But we're looking into doing quite a few other trips, you know, different trips to Alaska or cruises or different things. So I will be sure to share any of those reviews with you guys as it goes on. And I hope this helped you guys out when you're deciding where to stay when you're going on your Disneyland trip. And if you stuck away all the way to the end, thank you so much. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it and if it helped you out. Comment below and let me know if there are some hotels that you guys have stayed at in the area that you found to be really awesome and amazing and you think we should try out and maybe do a review on. I'd love to hear about those. And as always, have a beautiful, blessed day. We'll see you guys again real soon. Bye.